Welcome back to the Edge Live and your Bleacher Report app. I am Micah Parsons, your host, and this episode is sponsored by Nationwide. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side. Let's get right into it. Cowboys win. Big Thursday night game. Was it perfect? No. Can we still get better? Yes. And that's just a great sign that we're going to continue to get better. Yes, tragedy struck, man. It's tough. It's tough being in a situation. Obviously got rolled up on. But it's football. Things happen. I'll be okay. I'll be back. And I can't wait to get back with my team and, get rolling. Because, this is just a small injury. Praise the Lord. That was nothing serious. And, I just can't wait to play. So, I'm good. And that's all that matters. I'm just, like I said, I'm just thankful because it could have been worse. People thought it was worse, and I'm just happy it is what it is. It's a sprain, nothing too serious, and I'll be back playing. But as I said, we're going to have some surprise guests. I got a big surprise guest coming. Some people might hate it, but I think it's lovely that this guy, he's an inspiration. He's one of the best corners in the league. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler. I think he's more than just a player. He's a big brother. He's one of them guys that you want on his team. And I like to welcome Darius Slay to the show. Welcome to the Edge, D Slay.
What's good, my boy?
I'm good, bro. I was just talking to you a couple weeks ago, man. And it's always good to hear from you because you always got some crazy insight.
Oh, you know it.
I know.
Always talking to
yeah, you always got it going on, man. Man, let's get right into it, though. Let's get to the tea, man. What's been going on in Eagles country? I know y'all been battling injuries the same as us, bro. It's just like when you feel like you got a rhythm going, just like tragedy always strike. Like, what's been the environment in the locker room? How do you been feeling it's going, and how can y'all change what's going on right now?
Man, the environment's still good as well right now. It's early in the year. We right now is 2-2. But, of course, we would look like when I work it to be a lot better than what's going on right now. But, we have been dealing with some injuries, some of my best guys, some of the best in the world that ain't playing. So, it's tough out here to win these games, man. It's the NFL. That's why I tell folks, man, it's when some guys go down, it's a big difference in the team. So, it's been a big difference, man. We bounced back from one. This week, though, we took a beating. So, we got to come strong after this bye week.
I mean, the Bucks, do they got your numbers? Like, what do they do exceptionally well? I mean, we play them. Drop some insight on what they do that was, creating such havoc. I mean, Baker's hooping right now.
Hey, Baker was hooping, man, that whole game, man. What they did was made him comfortable. A lot of quick game, man. Eliminate the D-line. You can check the first 2-3 drives out, man. It was quick pass, swing pass here. Guys who got to tackle better. Guys was missing tackles. So, that's what it was, man. He just made plays, the right reads, and his guys executed and being an athlete by yardage.
100%, man. When you got guys like you and Mike Evans on the field, I call y'all like legendary. It's like y'all can't get away from the game and y'all still performing at a high level, bro. That's crazy stuff, man. Like what, bro? We kind of talked about this a little bit, bro. Man. Your dog CJ, man, he had some stuff said before the game. He struck again, bro.
Man, that's my dog.
And before we get into this, bro, I'm not trying to, like, y'all know, bro, I'm all positive, bro. I'm not trying to attack CJ at all.
Right.
I know he took what I said personally. And, before I even get into it, when I said I don't know who we think he is, like, in terms of how we feel, bro, like, we all in the NFL. How one of us saying that another person don't belong here, they just that type of person. Like, you feel me though? Even with a Pro Bowl, all pro, like, we still could be humbled at any moment. Like, we still gonna get beat. I'ma still get locked up maybe for a game or a rep. It's just a game of football. It's just how it happened.
It happens.
So like,
man.
What's your thought on that, bro? Like,
yeah, hey, one thing I know about 8, man. 8 go bring the noise. 8 go bring the energy, and 8 go bring all the trash talking that half the team's not doing. So he fulfilled that need for us. You know what I'm saying? He a guy with a lot of energy. He go talk that trash, but hey, you go talk, you got to back it up at some point in time. And if you don't, he know for sure that media go catch it on attention, and he got to be ready to answer every time. Because if he don't, they media go on his ass every time. But you
Every
know what's up with
time.
him, man. You know what's up with him. He go do it. And I told him, do your thing, man. But hey, now you don't perform the way you want to perform, they gonna get back on you.
Bro, they relentless, bro. I mean, I see you beefing with some of them. What's been going on with that, bro? Like,
Man, look, man. I'm the most chill dude there is. Everybody, Eagle fans, I love y'all to death, man. I know y'all get mad at me a good bit because I laugh and giggle all the time, and I'm cool with a lot of people, man. I'm really just a happy-go-lucky guy. And yesterday, boy, they got under my skin yesterday, boy. They had me kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of hot, man. I'm like, God damn, boy. Every time something go wrong, it's Slay fault. I'm like, damn, Slay ain't been doing shit. So I gave up a tub. It was a good ball, good on good. Like, the man made a great catch. So I got a round of applause. Like, you got to beat me with a great ball to beat me. So he beat me with a great ball. So, man, look, I be like, God damn. Can I? But, I love the fan base. The fan base is amazing, man. They're the best sports town in the city, in the world. So I do appreciate it, but golly, boy, I had to get to some people yesterday.
They made you go private, bro? Like,
man, yeah, man. Because I know me. If I keep reading it, I know one of these times I'm gonna reply because somebody gonna say something to get to me. Because
I'm the same way. I can't help myself. I can't help
myself, bro. I be working too hard not to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what I go through during the week. I'm like, bro, this person right here, he got to get it. This one do. Everybody else was cool. I'm cool. This one got to get it.
Hey, be real, bro. You ever make the burner, bro? I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the burners. You ever make a burner?
Nah, I need to. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a burner, but I might make one though for sure.
Hey, that's something you gotta do post career though. Like when it end and so they try to bring you up and you like, oh no, we're not going for that. Post career, you got to.
Yeah. Now when I'm done, I want you to know I said it. I ain't gonna need no burner then. I'm done with ball. I got all the shit to say. I got a lot of shit to say when I'm done with playing this football game. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let everybody have it. I'll be trying to keep it cool now because I'm playing. And if I get up top pork chop, they're gonna be able to talk some more. So when I'm done, I got a lot of shit to say to their asses.
I know. Well, say something to them now, bro. Y'all 2-2. Y'all like us, bro. We 2-2. We going through injuries, trials, tribulations, trying to overcome the, overcome the battle of, all the stuff that people don't realize goes on during the year at work. What would you say to those overreacting fans? Y'all 2-2.
I just say, man, just chill out, man. That's why I said it's 2-2. Definitely with a lot of injuries going on right now. Definitely our offense right now for sure is not the best of their ability right now. But I know on the defense side, we could do a lot better to helping these guys on the field, but we will get that done. And like I said, we still trying to find our identity. That's what's right now we're still trying to do. And over the bye week, we gonna get that shit together. So we good. We good, Eagles fan, Eagles Nation. We gonna be back.
I mean, they also question about, Jalen with the turnovers. I mean, bro, I get that, bro, because we went through the same thing with Dak. People don't realize, bro, when you try and make plays and extend plays when they're not there, that come with the game. And sometimes, bro, people just, force fumbles. Like, people, like, I be trying to tell them, bro, like, this is the hardest sport one of the hardest sports to win because you want to get one chance. Like, when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to all that, like, you want to get one time to play them. It's not like, besides your division, like, unlike NBA and all them other guys, you get to play them multiple times over and over again. Like, we don't see the, AFC. We don't see the Baltimore once every 4 or 5 years. Like, people don't realize this, bro. Like, it's the hardest thing to win. So, like, tell them, like, coaching, like, pretty something like the short period of preparation we get. It's like it makes it so much even more harder to win.
It's way harder to win in the NFL than any other sport for real. Because, like I said, we only play guys once every blue moon, except for your division, and like. Going against a guy, you can figure out his moves. We got to figure out a dude moves within 20 to 30 plays the rest of the game. Because if you don't figure it out, that means you locked up for the rest of the game or I'm getting burnt up for the rest of the game. Either way or the other. But, yeah, man, it's a hard sport. And then you got to perform like that during the week, during practice, because it ain't easy during practice. Practice hard as hell, too. Shit. And, like, basketball, they kind of use games for sometimes practice because they got so many games. They got 82 games. Them guys don't really take preseason and stuff like that as serious as we guys do. Because they use some type of, they use some games for some preseason games, some real deal games, because they can still make the playoffs making 30 games and and winning what 40. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's wild. Over here, shit, you got a small opportunity, small window, man. You better make it happen.
Yeah, 100%. And mentioning QBs, bro, it seems like we got another threat in our division, bro. We got another threat, bro. I just can't believe this. Like, I just can't believe it. He's serious.
That boy nice.
He's serious. I mean,
that man.
Bro, he clicking. I mean, over 80% completion rate, bro. Like,
come on now. That boy's something else. Now he ain't win that Heisman for nothing. And look, well, Washington found the one. They found them one. But I was like, God,
yes,
I knew he was a guy though. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was a guy, and he doing his thing.
Yeah, bro. I always say that, bro. If you could succeed at some level in college, especially like when you've been through adversity in college the way he did, like you got a bunch of like experience. Like he got a bunch of experience already coming in. Like he ain't coming in young. You feel me? Like he done seen a lot.
Facts. And he come from that SEC ball. We way better than Penn State type of conference. Y'all weak ass conference y'all in. He in the SEC, so he playing good ball.
Okay. I hate when people start talking like this because he played in the SEC. What was it? 1 year? He transferred to LSU.
I think two. Yeah, 2 years.
Two? Because he came from what was it? Arizona State.
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona
State. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Don't do that, bro.
And no offense to them boys over there in Arizona. What them boys say about Arizona when he was over there? They call that boy trash. He come to LSU. He the GOAT.
I mean, but like you can't disrespect the Big Ten like that. And like, come on.
I ain't disrespecting y'all. I'm just sitting here saying that.
Aren't y'all like 1-3 right now?
Whoa. We talking about the SEC. We want the whole conference.
You can't mention the whole conference when there's only been 2 teams dominating.
No, everybody be dominating.
2 or 3 teams.
Man. And if it weren't for everybody paying everybody these college funds, all this money, we'd be still better. But everybody getting paid everywhere now. It's about who got the bigger bag.
Yeah. Yo, did you see that UNLV thing?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
crazy.
That
big money.
That's crazy. I bro, I get the NIL, bro. I be wanting the youngins to get paid because we get paid handsomely. You feel me? But I just be like, at what cost do it like, are you going to take this now money for your future money?
Right.
Because I feel like, you know how that recruiting and draft process go. Like, they be breaking us down. Like, they be like, oh, you did that? Like, you quit on your teammates for a little bit of bread? Like, that might cost some GMs wrong. Like, people don't be realizing that. Like, this little process y'all going through, leaving, dipping and diming. Like,
that's what I be saying, bro. I'm like, how y'all can do this? Like, I can't dip and dab that much. Like, them boys will hop in one school, $250. You know what? Y'all ain't playing me the right way I want to. Going to another school for $250. I'm like, God, dog. Like, bro, what?
I mean, because we see it now, man. Like, once you get here, it's like you either fit in my system or we ship you off. Or you might be out the league eventually after that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get too many chances to do that. I just feel like they ain't giving a realistic view of what professionalism is. And I hate that for college right now. Like,
I think the only thing I think they should do is when they guarantee that money to them, is some type of way they could contract to get that thing back or somewhere. I bet you're supposed to make the right decision then.
100%.
They got to. I do want the young boys to get their money though, because they deserve it. They deserve it, man. NCAA is bumping.
Mm-hmm. I mean, are you still traveling this year on number 1 wide receivers? Or are you out of that phase?
Hey, I'm glad to be thankful I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we got a young boy, Quinyon Mitchell, that boy can play, man.
He's serious.
He can go. He can play, so I don't have to travel no more. And I'm thankful for that because, boy, them just be on my hamstrings bad. You know what I'm saying? Traveling over here all the time, man. You know you gonna get that work, man. Hell no, man. I'm good at it. I can do it now. They need me to, but I got a guy over there that can handle his own, man. Quinyon is the rook. That boy can play, man.
Quinyon, I was real high on him coming out. He was like one of my favorite defensive players coming out. He's solid, and he's showing that too.
Good.
I mean,
he's real good.
You know, I think there's a few. Trayvon's traveling. Patrick Haynes traveling. I mean, he's one of the few corners that still travel. Do you think you'll put him in that top 5 corner conversation? And not who's your top 5 corners, especially ones that travel. You know.
I'm a traveling guy, so I like guys that travel. You know what I'm saying? Not taking credit for nobody, but like anybody could be 1 and 2. I feel like 1 and 2 got to be travel corners. You know, 3 and 4 and 5 can be anywhere else, but 1 and 2 got to be guys that's going left and right, that's seeing that work every play because I've been in the defense where it's zero man and you traveling and everybody else around you getting double. You know, if anybody know that Patriot system, that's what it is. You know, it's all man and everybody in the whole world knows man. So I've been in that system where you got to travel everywhere, slot, nickel, whatever got to be at to make it happen. Everybody know. But yeah, man, you got to be in that top conversation. The top two for sure got to be traveling. And the only person that I want to see travel soon is Sauce. Even though he got a dog on the other side, he do have a dog on the other side, but Sauce could get to traveling so he gets kind of like shut folks up because people don't want to put him in his top guys because he don't travel, but he can do it for sure. I don't watch this film enough. He can get it done.
Who's your top 5 right now? Since you said that,
My top 5 right now?
yeah.
Oh, easily Pat. You know, that's my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? I love Jair. Jair is one of my favorite ones too. I like Ward, Denzel Ward, Trayvon, and Sauce for sure. You know, Sauce in there too. They ain't in no order though. This not no order. This is the 5 I'll be watching a lot.
Why are you so high on Pat?
Pat? Oh man, he's so smooth, man. I tweeted him his rookie year and like, hey, this man gonna be the best corner in the league too, because he was so already, you can see all his technique, his fundamentals, it was already there before like anything. I was blessed with some God-given ability that I was just faster than a lot of people, easy. Like I was just using God-given. This boy, he was using technique at year 1. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and the next thing you know, year 2, we already calling him the best corner in the league at the time. So I'm like, I told y'all, that boy was different. But yeah, he nice. And the next one coming up too, Stingley. He up next. Like Stingley going. Like he don't go. Like that boy got ball skills like a receiver. Yeah, he can go. He could go. And the one from Chicago, he ready to.
What so far in this league? What about the receivers so far?
The best ones?
Best ones, top 5.
Yeah, right now it's kind of hard to see right now because a lot of them kind of like, you know, they ain't got their guys. Like for instance, like Miami, they ain't got their quarterback no more. You know, of course, Tyreek in that conversation. You know, Jet still doing his thing. Of course, AJ ain't playing right now. You know, so a lot of guys right up. So right now, you got to throw Chase right there for sure. He still was in my top 5 for sure, but Chase the only one that's still playing right now and got his quarterback and getting everything done. So I got Chase at the top 1 right now for sure. Yeah. Right now.
Hey, bro, we got one special dude. He's not even in the league yet, but I'm high on him. I think he the most rawest youngin. Probably gonna be a Heisman. If not him, the dude from Boise State is crazy.
The running back.
Yeah, stupid.
He's stupid. He's NFL ready right now.
Yeah, bro. 13 TDs, 845 yards in 4 games.
I'm talking about going crazy.
But there's one dude over him right now, and that's Travis Hunter. You think he can play both? Like you're a top corner in this league. You think he can play corner and receiver in this league?
Well, I think he can for sure. But I don't know if the organization will let him do that because, you know what I'm saying, they want him to be the best at his ability at a high level early, you know what I'm saying? So whatever they dedicated him to, he go be the best at it. So if he come into this league saying, I want to be a receiver, and he dedicated himself to receiver, he'll be a top receiver too for sure. But if he dedicated himself being a DB, he'll change the whole DB world for sure easily because of his ball skills, his athletic ability. He'll change the whole DB world completely.
I think he's so raw, bro. Like that, right?
He's so nice. Nice.
I want to say receiver, bro. I think he could legit be a crazy receiver because when you could track the way he can, got the hand, like, bro, it would be disappointing if they didn't create a package for him.
Right. That's what I think they should do for sure. Whoever draft him, create a package for him, have his days because like I know Deion done told him like in the NFL. You get your periods. You got your defensive period and your offensive period. They not gonna wear that body out like that because he'll be worth too much money. They be getting hit on this too much. So they gonna be like, hey man, we gonna have to take care of you in a way for you to be able to play playing. So yeah. But whatever he decides to do, if he do play both, he can do both. But if he decide to dedicate himself to one of them, he gonna be one of the best to do it at that position.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I totally agree with you. I think he's special. You know, I think he's about as raw as it could get, bro. But you know, playing two 2 football games, like trying to play offense and defense for 2 college football seasons in 1 year. It's
That's
tough,
crazy.
bro. It's
That's
tough.
crazy, man. And he got yak yardage too. Like he got some yak after catches. Like he not just catching the ball like no possession receiver. He getting yak. So he
Yeah.
get after it. He
You know,
getting yak.
my body has just now built the callus where I'm not feeling like I got hit by a truck the next day. Like I'm in year 4, I just built the callus. Like people don't realize that, bro. Like my body has like, think about damn near 3.5 years later had just now
Yeah.
just started settling into like football, like being able to handle it like on a week to week basis, like where I don't feel sore, like I can move around the next day. Like my first couple of years, it felt like I was getting hit by a truck, got ran over, stomped on, got swooped and all.
I'm trying to tell you, because at my rookie year, I was feeling so good. Like, man, I only used to get like 1 massage a week. Boy, by year 3, shit, I'm trying to get a massage every day.
Every day, 2-3 hours, 2-3 hours. Don't play with it. Deep tissue.
Deep tissue. Now I need to scraping and everything. I need it all, baby. Please.
You bring that up, bro. You've been in the league for a while. Like, what would you say to some young guys, that's getting ready to take this step, or how to take care of your body, have your success that you had in this league?
I would just mind to say, hey man, get around a vet, man. And be a sponge. Like that's one thing I did, was been a sponge around a guy. Glover Quinn and Rasheem Mathis was one of my 2 main mentors that was with me in Detroit that kind of like schooled me on everything. I got this whole game plan, from them. So I got the 3 massages a week. I got to stretch on this day. I got to work out a certain way from them guys. I got to learn how to watch film from them guys, because back when I was young, I was watching every goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. But now they done taught me how they watch about 2 or 3 formations, take 2 plays out of them that they do the best, and go rock with that and just let everything else play like that. But yeah, that's who taught me the game, man. So I say any young guy that come into the league, get a vet, be the sponge, and make sure you choose the right crowd, because somebody can lead you in the wrong direction quick.
100%, bro. I can agree with that. I can attest to it because I seen that. I seen it myself. Mm-hmm. But I be getting into this a lot because people don't understand the dynamic of how coaching truly matters in this league, and why you see some people and you leave certain organizations and have success. Like, look at Sam Darnold right now. Like, he's on a tear. Right. He's one of the only undefeated quarterbacks, and nobody would have projected that, right? They drafted McCarthy. He got injured. Mm-hmm. Sam Darnold stepped in. You seen it with Malik Willis. You seen it with, Justin Fields. Right. I know they just dropped a loss, but, they had a lot of turnovers and a lot of other stuff in that game. But Izzy could have won that game. But you see it, bro. Explain to them, because I be seeing so much about it, especially like on our team. And people love to blame the players so much. They be like, oh, he's just not what he thought he could be. And in my head, I want to tweet out so bad is, when are we going to stop saying it's players instead of saying, or it's coaching or scheme? Like, why don't the scheme ever suck? Why don't the coaching ever suck? Like, people don't realize that, bro. There be a lot of BS that be going into this league, like, that people don't realize. Like, you think I want to be doing the BS? They telling me I got to do it. Like,
hey, I know, bro. I know, but see, that's one thing I've been blessed with a good bit. I'm blessed with a good coach, as in like who believe into their players and who be like, hey man, play football. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of coaches that played the game in the league too as my DB coach. So I kind of got a good part of that. But of course I done been a part of some DCs that kind of like just you be like, hey bro, what you calling? Why are we calling this right now? And then it'd be like it'd be unanswering, like what? And then you get beat on it or whatever. And they go to the media like, oh, you got to make that play, but they don't go to say it like, yeah, I put them in a bad position. That's one thing DC's got to get better at. Is like, hey, I put them guys in a bad position. That was my fault. A lot of coaches don't do that because, hey, they trying to get paid too. They already be probably mad. We already getting paid this high money anyway. They be like, man, we trying to get this big money too.
Yeah, one thing I realized with coaching is that a lot of people have a strong time adjusting and realizing they got to coach to their players instead of coaching for them. Because I be seeing a lot of times, like, people be putting them in positions where they're not going to be successful, have the same success because you got them out of place. Like, and people don't realize that either, bro. Like, I got to be in position to make the same plays I make. Like, people got to move me around. They got to get me away from chippers, slides, things like that. Like, you can't just go out there and just beat 2-3 grown men and expect to win games, or you can't go out there. Maybe quarterback's run game trash. You can't expect your quarterback to drop back 40 times and win the game all the time. Maybe once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like what you're saying. They do got to set you up to win, man. Some coaches be putting too much on people that their ability ain't. So they got to figure out their players, man. Some guys don't really take the time out of their players and be just looking like, oh, this guy is just so good. Like, why is he so good? Like, let's do the stuff that makes him so good. Let's not just do stuff that we think that's good that he could just adapt to that. Y'all paid him this money to do this, and y'all making him do this. So that's what people got to do. Like, that's why I play corner. You know what I'm saying? Corner make it easy for me. Man, cover forward, whatever we need to do, just line up and do your thing.
Yeah, I say that's like, for example, right? When you like, we could go through who we think the top 5 teams are, right? And I would say Vikings right now, Chiefs. I mean, we could throw out Bills, Ravens. We could throw out
Eagles. I ain't trying to hear that shit, Eagles.
Cowboys, if that's the case. I mean, I wasn't even going to mention us just because we on here and we always going to say our team's one of the best. This is just outside of Eagle Cowboys rivalry now. And I would say the biggest thing that I've seen with these teams so far, they find a way to they winning games they usually shouldn't win, but they finding a way and winning because of great coaching. And people don't realize that.
The Vikings head coach is amazing.
They DC Flores. Oh my God.
Flores go crazy, man. The blitz package that he be having, I don't know how he gets done. Every defense he done had, man, them boys be some turnover machines. So
I watched Flores over the past like couple years, and I remember coming out in my draft interview with him. I was like, man, I was like, bro, this is a guy like I would want to play for. Like I watched him have people's success rate, like bet guys in high sacks. I mean, Blake Cash was playing at an all-pro level. I mean, he's taking players that, who we, probably looked under and making them play at the highest level. Like, this dude is serious.
Yeah, he can do it now. He can do it. That's why he became a head coach. Definitely when he was in that Patriot time, like, Gilly won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
Like, he gets them done now. And, he gets it done, man. He know how to scheme up some stuff, man, to put players in the right spot. So, I do agree with you with him, man. Flores be going crazy, man. He go crazy.
Bro, I be saying that all the time. Bro, he go crazy. Bro, I be like, there be certain coaches around the league that I be like, man, like, I wonder how it is under them. But, like, you can see, like, certain coaches pour more out of the players.
Require more. They hold them accountable.
Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. You must have got something to say about that. Like, you feel like y'all, you talking like, you think, are y'all being held accountable? Like, there's obviously.
Oh, yeah. Our coach hold us accountable, man. First of all, as us in that room, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as an Eagle, as a Philadelphia Eagle, ever since I've been here, the coaches always have a lot to say, but the players do too here. Like, Fletch and Kelston, they ain't want letting that weak, bad practice. Coaches don't have to talk too much around here. Like, Fletch and them boys, BG, they not letting bad practices go on like that. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot to say, even though Nick, he'll say it, but he don't have to say too much because them guys ain't gonna let that ride. Of course, Kels ain't here no more, no Fletch ain't here no more. So, me and BG, we do our best, and Hurts as well, and AJ too. Like, we don't let that bad practice stuff like that slide. So coach don't have to say too much because we kind of hold ourselves to a standard, but he hold us accountable for sure.
Yeah, I love that, bro. But, D Slay, bro, I appreciate you for your time, bro. It's always good catching up, just chopping up the game, bro. Especially one of the best minds in the game, bro. I can't wait to see you back on the show. If there's anything you ever need from me, I got you. But, man, I appreciate you for coming on, bro. It's always been great.
Yeah, so you asked what I need from you. Okay, I do need something from you.
All right, what you need from me? I
need you to, like, disappear on game day when you play the Philadelphia Eagles. I need something to come up as in, like, hey, tire went flat on the car and you can't make it to the game, you're real late, and you stuck in traffic for 10 hours, all that kind of great stuff. So make sure that happens, you know what I'm saying? That's all I ask for, please and thank you.
I would say the same thing for you. Just disappear. Let Dak Prescott go for a field day.
You know what I'm saying? Just disappear a little bit, man.
I mean, I can't do that one, but if anything else out there that you need from me, you can always call me, bro. And I appreciate you.
Same, my guy. Appreciate you.
All right, D Slay.
All right, big dog.
I mean, one of the best minds in the football right there, D Slay, man. Can't appreciate him more for coming on. But let's get right back into the show, man. Are the Ravens the real deal? After 0-2 start, obviously, they upset us, beat us by 3 at home, and then they go out there and dominate the undefeated Bills. So in that case, I would say 100%, because even if you look at the Raiders game, it was a game that they could have won, right? I'm not taking that one against the Raiders, but they had a lead in the fourth, and they gave that lead away. And the person who's, been dominant so far for them, who's been, carrying this train, is Derrick Henry. I mean, last night ran for almost 200 yards, had a touchdown, through 4 games, 480 yards, 6 yards a carry. I mean, 24 first downs. And I mean, you have to say at this point, he's a front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. I think him and Saquon is going to battle it out. Saquon obviously didn't get the carries, that we thought he should have got last game. But, I mean, Derrick Henry's on the tear, man. I mean, this team is legit. Their defense is legit. I mean, their defense is loaded. And that offense is stepping up in a really big way. I mean, I just look at Derrick Henry as someone who might have been – it's actually crazy, right? And we talk about how can a guy stay in the league. I think Derrick Henry is before his time, honestly, bro. I think he's going to be one of the last guys to reach 10K yards. And I think, honestly, prefer like Derrick Henry, like he's going to be one of them guys who can continue to have this success for a very long time. Like, he take care of his body. He talks about his diet and what he puts in. I seen the guy work out. We were work down with Big Melvin, downtown Dallas. I mean, bro, like, this guy is serious, bro. Like, this guy is the guy. I think he's before his time. I think obviously he's a Hall of Famer, but you look at what he did in high school, right? I think it was something absurd. He had over 400 carries. I mean, he was averaging like 50 he had 50 touchdowns in a season. I mean, and then you go to Alabama and you're in there with Mark Ingram and, I mean, Bo Scarborough. I mean, the guy's RB room was insane. Then you come to Alabama, then you put the NFL on fire. I mean, this guy continuously over the past 10 plus decades of this success and what he's been able to accomplish, bro. I mean, kudos to him, bro. And I would say Derrick Henry might be our last true big back. But man, we appreciate him because it gives us hope for guys like me, the guys that want the ball, want to run the ball. So we appreciate you, D. Henry, bro. Like, for real, like, for what you gave to the game, what you put into it, bro. Like, you're a true hero to the big backs and all running backs, bro. I mean, the guy's more than just, a big running back, but he's an incredible person. He does everything the right way, and just how he's been able to sustain all these hits and had continued success, and he's going to reach 10,000 yards, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer. It's just so impressive, bro. So impressive. Our So Much More segment, just like how Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company, they're a financial services company too. Someone doing so much more off the field is Alexander Madison. He was the Week 4 NFLPA Community MVP after creating a VIP game day experience for 2 families in need, featuring passes, meet and greets, and 1,000 donation for each household. That is incredible. On the field, I mean, honestly, bro, that's something that I feel like I have to do now. Like, we might have to do that Thanksgiving game, something, with the Lions Heart Foundation. This is incredible for what you've done. We can't thank you enough, for your service. On the field, Coach Pierce said he earned more reps and he would get them. Is he RB1? Obviously battling, with Zamir White. It's going to be a great battle. But when you got a young guy and a veteran, they're always going to clash. You always need a thunder and lightning either way, bro. I mean, he's having a great year, 17 carries, 87 yards, 2 TDs. So he's finding ways to get into the end zone. You can only imagine what that means if he gets more carries. So it's going to be really exciting to see what he does in the rest of the year. But what you're doing off the field is just as important what you're doing on the field, and we can't appreciate you enough. The unbeaten teams remain Seahawks, Chiefs, Vikings. Is it time to have that conversation about Sam Darnold? I had a little bit with D Slay. I mean, he's hooping. His defense is hooping. I think this is kind of what it looks like when you kind of get those opportunities and you're surrounded by good coaching, good players, and, you know, you're putting that preparation and being relentless and not giving up and continuing your effort. We're going to continue to see this type of stuff, man. Super happy for him, bro. I mean, had another amazing and career day. You know, and it almost bringing in comes as like, this is kind of the guy that, you know, the Jets, you know, considered they was getting in the draft, and he's performing at that level now, you know, obviously being around some great coaching trees, right? Came from San Fran. Now he's in Minnesota. So obviously he's played in two great systems, probably improved his knowledge a lot, but kind of like you can't ever stop learning the game. And obviously you kind of see that with Sam Darnold. Obviously didn't have early success, but creating that later success around great coaches, great players. And you kind of see it paying off, man. That's why you kind of always got to continuously be relentless in pursuit of greatness. Like, you can never stop trying to be great, even though you'll never reach it. You know, and you're talking about a guy who was, you know, probably picked up for a backup role because they drafted a quarterback, but turning that backup role into like, he's a legit starter. Do the Vikings hold on to him and, you know, keep their rookie? Or, you know, like, you just don't know how it plays out. Or does this guy go earn a big payday somewhere else after this year? Like, you just don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see, but this is what it means when you take advantage of your opportunities. And, you know, you kind of mentioned, you know, MVP favorite, man. It's tough, but right now he's definitely in that category. I don't think he's too far off. I think comeback player for sure. MVP, you know, I don't know. It's still very early. We don't want to, you know, reach on too many things, but he's in the conversation. He's right there with a lot of, you know, other elite guys. And, you know, and right now, what would we say he's playing? I mean, he's playing like a top 5, top 7 quarterback. Am I saying he's one? You know, he's playing like one. That's all that matters. He's playing like a top quarterback. He's playing like a quarterback who can win games. And that's kind of all that matters, you know, trying to, you know, dictate them right now. Like I said, it's early because you got to complete a whole season. We're just at week 4. You know, we got to complete this 18 games and even the playoffs. And, you know, to get up there with guys like Mahomes, you know, Lamar, obviously multiple playoff wins, appearances, you know, it's tough. So, you know, I'm not going to jump the gun. But the Vikings do look like one of the best teams in the league. You know, I think they've been in dominant fashion. Like, when you think about who they played, a great Packers team that's came off 2 wins. You know, they could have probably beat the Eagles, but fell short. Obviously, Love's injury and things like that. The Texans team, who we said was dominated performance. A San Fran team who said they was dominant performance. So when you look at these people that they're playing and how they're winning and the fashion they're winning, is so incredible, and it's so great to see what Minnesota's doing. So Flores, Sam, couldn't be happy enough for Skull Nation because y'all doing it big. You know, we talk about the Chiefs, right? And coaching matter, what Andy Reid has been able to do. Now the Chiefs are both out, you know, possibly without Rashee Rice, and, you know, I'm hoping that he's not injured, but there's a great chance that he is. And, you know, obviously it's very sad if he has towards ACL. Obviously don't have Marquise Brown, and, you know, this is a tough conversation. If the Chiefs can continue to win, obviously without their top 2 wide receivers who they banked on going into this year, can they, like, we have to have that conversation why coaching is so important. And yes, their defense is playing at a high level, but it's a team sport. It doesn't matter what the offense is capable of if the defense can't get a stop, right? And that's why I always own that on Dak. If we lose Dak, I apologize because we didn't do a great enough job defensively. If you turn the ball over and they score 7, that's my fault, Dak. I should be able to get a 3 and out, or we should hold on to 3 at bare minimum, right? So you got to have complementary football, and that's how you win championships. I think the Chiefs have been one of the best complementary teams. That's why they're always able to come back, win these close games, because they always find a way to win. So that's kind of like when you always get into that coaching matters standpoint. And obviously the Seahawks bring over, the DC that was in Baltimore, and they're having a lot of success right now. So it's starting to become a trend, man. When you're grabbing these coaches off these winning programs and these winning systems and they bouncing around, it's continuous because it's the coaching, man. The coaching is going to bring out the players. It's going to put these players in better positions because, you know, they're kind of more into the game, man. And we're seeing it more and more. And the more these opportunities pop up, I'm going to keep continuing showing you about how important the coaching aspect of this game is. And you kind of see it in the Bears too, right? They were more aggressive this week. You know, the Bears offense, the office wanted to meet with the OC and said they wanted to be more aggressive. They wanted a more aggressive coaching style. And Caleb seemed more aggressive. He was able to, he's just seemed way more fluent this week. So it's a perfect match, right? When you got players wanting to win, they want to be aggressive, and you got the coaching style to match it. It comes out to wins and a lot of success. You know, week 5, Justin Fields will remain QB1 even if Russ comes back. I'm not surprised at all. I think Justin won the team over. I mean, right now, Justin's 3-1. He almost had a complete comeback against the Indianapolis Colts. We play him this week. I mean, he's been playing at a really high level, man. Justin is really, really good. I think he's proven himself that he belonged in his league, and I'm glad that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin has been able to get his confidence back because, you know, the Bears probably stripped him of it, bro. They kind of said, we don't need you anymore. You're less valuable. They kind of just shipped him off. And, you know, I thought the Bears should have kept him, man. I thought Justin was a legit talent, and now he's somewhere else flourishing, and you can't be more happy for him, right? So, you know, for Justin, you know, I'm super happy for you. Keep balling, keep showing it, and, you know, keep being great. And we play the Steelers right this week, so it's going to be intense, bro. The Steelers got one of the top defenses. Obviously, T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, Cameron Hayward, linebacker core amazing. They got my young guy, Joey Porter, that's going to give, you know, CD a good matchup. I mean, Minka Fitzpatrick and, you know, Deshaun Elliott. I mean, you can go on and on about this defensive guys they have, and they've been playing great ball. I mean, the fact that they gave up 21 and they kind of held them to, you know, under 30 for the rest of the game is super impressive. They locked in. So it's going to be a great game. I can't wait to, you know, watch the game, be out there supporting my guys because we're going to need it. We're going to need everyone's support because it's going to be a great game. So if you're out there, pull up to Heinz Field. It's going to be a great game. And, you know, let's take some final questions from the chat. Adam Scheffner tweeted that this is the first game you're going to miss at any level of football. Is this true? So how are you handling that? Yes, absolutely. I never battled any injuries. Never, you know, been in this type of situation. But, you know, I just been extremely grateful, bro. You know, this is very unfortunate. But, you know, I love the game of football, bro. There's nothing that I'd rather do in this world than be out there with my brothers, be out there with my teammates. I really, really love this game, man. And I hate being away from him. Where do you stand on the artificial turf debate after your injury at MetLife? You know, a lot of people have got injured on turf. It's very hard on the knees, very hard, you know, stick your feet in the ground, things like that. MetLife has been known for some very horrific injuries, and I think a lot of teams should transfer to turf. But at the end of the day, my injury was very fluky. Someone rolled up on me, so, you know, it's hard to say that's the turf's fault, but, you know, it is what it is. Did you see the Chiefs players wearing Travis Kelce shirts? Was this because of his slow start? And thoughts on this? Like Lamar said and other guys, Kyle Pitts, stats don't matter, man. Kelce's a Hall of Famer. I mean, he had a great game last week. You know, when they needed him, he stepped up. I think y'all got to remember it in this transition period. They have a lot of young guys, right? They're trying to target them, see what they have, put them more into the game plan so it creates openings for Travis Kelce. That's what coaching is. That's what y'all not realizing. Like, Mahomes don't need to build a connection with Kelce. They did that already the past, 5-6 years. They have 2 Super Bowls together and 3 or 4 appearances. Like, they don't need to keep, they know they have Trav, but what are you trying to do, right? You're trying to build the second tight end, Greg. You're trying to build in, an injured Pacheco spot. You're trying to fill in a missing Marquise Brown spot. And now potentially a missing Rashee Rice spot. So you're trying to fill in these spots, see what these guys have, to see if you got to go make trades, see if you got to bring someone in. So I don't think it's the Travis Kelce part. I think it's just a great coaching standpoint. We'll let Trav take up a lot of attention and feed these other guys and get them involved in the game plan to build up their confidence. So that's kind of my thoughts. And, last questions. What's your thought on having 2 Monday night football games? I don't think it's smart, bro. I want to focus on one game. I think that's the beautiful part about having Sunday night football, Thursday night football, and then including, of course, we got Monday night football, is to have that one team where we kind of want to focus on, eat food with your family and enjoy the game. Monday night football, 2 games, now you're trying to flip back and forth. I kind of just want to focus on one good game at a time, but it is what it is, right? The league going to do what they want to do. TV deals out of my control. I control what I control. So if we playing on Monday night where another team is like, oh, well, but, I would definitely like to just focus on one game. But that's a wrap, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to The Edge. It's been another great episode. Can't do this without you guys. Thank you to Nationwide. And, thank you for everyone that tuned into the show. And I'll see you guys next week.